about 264 million people in the United States alone use social media. And this is almost the entire US population alone. The whole entire United States population is around 300 and something million. And with having 264 million people on it, connects everyone in a big way. With this amount of people being connected by a single social media app has a million of possibilities of what could happen. People have become famous because of social media, and even criminals have been caught because of social media. Slowly, social media has connected everyone one way or another, and so many people have met each other throughout these social media. A serious debate has been going on whether or not social media is good for us, but it all depends on how you use it. Effects of social media affect everyone every single day, and social media has connected everyone one way or another. According to statistics.com, about 81% of the population use social media, and with all these people connected, it can have a million and million of varieties of options that can happen. Connected together, the possibilities of what can happen are endless. People can grow their business, promote their music, become famous, and even help them with their studies. Social media can spread news faster than anything else. Law enforcers use social media to help catch criminals, and that is because we use social media and internet. No matter what we use online, it always leaves a footprint behind. And it can also help students in their schoolwork. Social media can also influence people into voting for a political party, or even to get them start voting for the first time ever. Social media is especially good for people to find out about the news. Sometimes it can be relevant or irrelevant news about things like what's going on in Dr. Phil's show, or what is the Kardashians doing right now. And so 78.5 of news reporters use social media to check for breaking news, because this is the first place people publish news so that the whole entire world can find out just in an instant like that. And so those big stations are like WRAL and even CNN. And a good example of this would be the bombing of France that happened in November in 2015, which we all saw from the video. Are social network sites good for us or not? And this was a video by George Gill, and how quickly the news started spreading. And also, if you were to look at that video, it also talks about how good social media is for some people and how sometimes it is not. But it's all up on how to use it. For example, police can use it to catch criminals. 85% of police departments have voted that they have used social media to catch criminals because it leaves behind a DNA footprint of everything you have done online. And so how they do it is because social media is like a fingerprint. If you were to touch something, it'll stay there, and no matter what, it's really hard to get rid of. So what police they use the internet to find out any clues and bits and pieces of where you might have gone or done. And I read about there's this New York gangster, and how he was out there like threatening to kill people, and the police saw that and they stopped him, and then they ended up finding that he had more pictures of him holding illegal guns throughout his private Facebook page. And that is one way how the police can use it to catch criminals. And the effect with the millennials is that it has influenced a lot of millennials to do social projects, become social media famous, and help them with their studies. In one way, it can help them with their studies. It can help them for the newsletters, or the newsletters will help them inform about what is going on with the world, and it can help them to do a project or even a research paper on it. And I know when you're in high school, you do a lot of current events, and what you mainly where you're going to find these current events would be on social media, because that is where everybody posts, like I said before. And so it also helps people on big campuses, like college campuses, to get to know one another, because of their campuses are so big. You just can't meet everybody in person, so you meet some of them through social media apps like Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, just places like that. So now what I have back here are some of the pictures that I have printed off, and my printer only prints in black and white, so some of the pictures may look not perfect. But for this one right here, it talks about how good social media is and how it is networking, industrial, and how you can improve businesses, meet people. You could possibly meet your lover out there. And this is what this one mainly talks about. It also talks about your blogs, and how can you can just spread out your feelings and your opinions personally. And this one over here shows a chart of how much people use social media. As you can see, mainly people use it between the ages of 18 through 29 because we are teenagers, you know, we love to post our whole entire lives on the internet and let everybody see it. But as you see, once you get older and older, you become more busier and you have more things to do. And so social media doesn't become a big problem with you anymore. And you're not so attached to it as you once were when you were younger. And this one, as I said before, please excuse how they look because of my print only prints black and white. But this one, as you can see, it talks about Facebook, Reddit, and it talks about Pinterest, Dig, YouTube. These are all great and big ways on how you can improve how social media is being used, how you can pour out your feelings, your thoughts, and how you can influence people too. But it's all on how you use social media. This is still a big debate between either social media is good or if it's not. But it all comes down to how you use social media. So use it for good and don't post things that you will later on regret because they always stay on the internet forever. No matter how much you think that you have deleted it, it will always stay up there because of your footprint that you leave behind whenever you use the internet.